Platinum X back again with Baldur's Gate 3 Will's Origin playthrough. Just got back from the Underdark, went to camp and all that, and I'm bringing the item. It's one of three weapons, either a dagger, a scythe, or a great sword to the forge to craft the masterwork weapon. Because I do have the Susabart, but oh dear. The Hellion's Heart. Oh shit. Well, this answers the question. You know, a couple episodes ago when I got back from the mountain pass and found that the grove had been sealed, I was wondering what about the tieflings. I was wondering if I would still encounter them in Act 2, and this would be a no. Oh, good lord, this is a mess. There's Danon, son of a bitch. So there goes encountering him in Act 2 and 3, which he has items in both acts that are pretty good items, especially like the best armor, is armor of persistence. He doesn't have it till Act 3, and well, so much for getting that armor in this playthrough. Damn. And this is probably what the Hellion's Heart is, her little, like, companion quest line, and this means no second update to her infernal engine. So I'm not really sure what this means for her. And look, there's Roland. Damn, dude, they're all dead. All of them. What a mess. There's Zevlor. Oh, good gracious. What a mess. Dude, this is not good. So as I said many times, before doing it, it was not a good idea. I learned going to the mountain pass too quickly. Like I had my first, it was a Shadowheart, it was when I was on my Shadowheart playthrough on honor mode. And I've even posted it as a botched honor mode run. Because after getting Karlach, I then ran off to the mountain pass to get the Gloves of Dexterity. Because it's really easy to get to. I mean, you can literally just get there with, like, practically no... There's, like, 3 goblins in your way. That, I'm not even, like, you might be able to just walk past them. Depends on how you dialogue through it, or if you're trying to sneak past them or whatever. But if you dialogue past those goblins at the bridge, you could probably just walk past the 3 goblins on the mountain, on the way to the mountain pass. So you can literally get to the Gloves of Dexterity without, like, with very little encounters. Because again, you can dialogue through here. You can dialogue through the goblins here. You can dialogue through the goblins at the bridge. So my first time I ran off to the mountain pass to get the Gloves of Dexterity too soon. I had Karlach, but I did not kill the Paladins of Tyr, which are here. You find Karlach here. And then the first thing she wants to do is take out the Paladins of Tyr, which are right over here. Well, I got Karlach, but then did not do the Paladins of Tyr, and went off to the mountain pass through this route here. And as soon as I got there, Karlach said, "Okay, I'm out of here," and she left permanently. Like, honestly, this way to the mountain pass shouldn't even be here. Like, like, ignore that this even exists. Do not go to the mountain pass through here. Because if you cannot handle this Githyanki encounter here, on the way to the mountain pass this way, then you don't need to be going there. So anyway, I restarted that playthrough because I botched it there. So I did not know about all this other stuff. So on this run, I went to the mountain pass. I knew better than to go before killing the paladins of Tyr. So as soon as I got Karlach, I took out the paladins, and I was only level 3. It's posted. Go watch it. It was done beautifully. It was definitely, I was way under level for this encounter. Um, this encounter, like honestly, you really shouldn't even be across this river before level 5, because these gnolls will just rip you to pieces. But again, I took out the paladins of Tyr level 3 after getting Karlach. But so you notice I haven't fought the gnolls yet. Well, there's really no encounters at Joaquin's Rest. And then, of course, I avoided the Githyanki encounter here. So after going to the mountain pass this way, and I wanted to make sure and do Joaquin's Rest before going, because I figured if I went before Joaquin's Rest, I would get back on Joaquin's Rest and, burnt to the ground with everybody in it dead. So I imagine that would happen. But see, I kind of thought ahead and did this before going. So after Joaquin's Rest, I then went to the mountain pass. Got my gloves of dexterity and used the Zaithisk. Now again, it's posted. You can go watch it. Unique, or to me anyway, I've never done this before. I actually let Lae'zel go into the Zaithisk before me. I always tell her to shut up, and I always go first, because to get this awakened power, it's a series of 3 saving throws, like 1 wisdom, 1 intelligence. I think it's intelligence first, then wisdom, and then constitution. You have to pass all 3 saving throws to get awakened. If you fail any of them, you get not cursed, but you get effective in a negative way. And the only way to cure it is to just use a tadpole. So unlock a tadpole power, and that gets rid of the negative effect. But again, you won't get awakened if you don't successfully get all 3 saving throws. So I did that. I got the gloves of dexterity. I went to the I'm sorry, let me back up here. So in this particular case, though, I did not go into the Zaithisk and do the saving throws. I was wondering if Lae'zel would be able to get awakened. So I let Lae'zel go first, but then there was no saving throws. There was just some dialogue options as far as, hey, get out of there, it's killing you, type stuff. And I just stood there and watched. And then an Arcana check popped up as I'm just standing back and waiting. So I went for the Arcana check. It was a skill check of 30. So I was like, well, so much for this. Unless I get a natural 20. I literally actually said, unless I get a natural 20. And sure enough, I rolled a natural 20 and successfully passed the Arcana check, which is how I have awakened. As it reads here, you can use all of your illithid powers as a bonus action. Your resistance to the Zaithisk and the Githyanki Infirmity awaken this power. So I got awakened through using Arcana, not actually being in the Zaithisk myself. So that was unique. I've never done that before. I was kind of curious if Lae'zel could get it, because Lae'zel is very resistant to using the tadpole powers. So in this case, like I said, not only did I get the gloves of dexterity, I've got the power awakened, but I was way over my head, out level, there's no way I could have handled the encounters with the Githyanki. I was at level 4. They're just, the Githyanki are tough, even when you're the same level they are. It's definitely not going to happen when when I was definitely not even level 5. You really shouldn't even go to the mountain pass before level 5. There's a lot of things you should not do before level 5. But anyway, so after coming back to this area from the mountain pass, because after I did the Zaithisk, I just immediately left and came back. Well, this is what transpired. The grove was locked out. This waypoint was actually closed. It disappeared off of my roster. As you can see now, it normally would be right after Roadside Cliff here, in between these two, but it wasn't here. So I've been to it again to put it back on here, but you see now it's all the way down here at the bottom after Goblin Camp. So I had to like re-get that. So I couldn't teleport straight there. So I went to roadside here, walked my way up there, and that's when I found that the grove was indeed sealed off. So the druids completed the ritual, sealed off the grove, which locked out a lot of stuff that I did not do there. Like stealing the idol for Mole, which gives you the Ring of Protection. +1 AC, +1 saving throws. Great ring to have. Zevlor, there's the fact that Zevlor's dead up there on the bridge, I imagine I should still be able to get the quest item that you would normally get from him. They're very useful, especially for Shadowheart. It gives resistance to blunt, piercing, and slashing when you heal somebody. So putting those gloves on her and using like a group heal, like everybody is resistant. It's like Blade Ward for everybody. So great gloves to have. So they're probably on his corpse up there. Whew, man, what a mess. So I mean, I was already like at that point. I was wondering, okay, well, what about the tieflings? Am I still going to encounter them in Act 2? No, I will not be encountering them in Act 2 or 3 or ever again, because here they are all dead. Because this was before killing the goblin. Now had I killed the goblin camp, this would not have had I taken care of the goblin leaders before going to the mountain pass, this would not have happened. It was because I had not taken care of the goblin leaders before I went to the mountain pass. They are all dead. So the grove was sealed. All the tieflings are dead. And I did not encounter these Githyanki here, which, let me tell you, they're gonna appear later. Trust me. I've been there, done that. Avoided this in one other playthrough. Matter of fact, I think it was my Shadowheart playthrough, where once again, I went this way to the mountain pass and avoided the Githyanki here, and they appeared later at a very horrible time, especially considering I was on honor mode. And I still, of course, I still was able to win the battle and not get wiped out, but it was a pretty stressful encounter when these were like added to another encounter. Oh, brother. So yeah, I'll most likely run into them again later. Oh boy. Now, nothing in the Underdark changed. I basically just got back from the Underdark. I did not go across the raft yet into the Grimforge area. But I still got the quest to go bring Nir's head back. That's what I was wondering about the Underdark. Will Nir be dead because I, jumped the gun? Because I normally clear everything up here and everything in the Underdark before even going. Like, going to the mountain pass, like the last thing I do before going into Act 2. So I completely do everything up here and in the Underdark before going to the mountain pass. That's really the way you should do it. And again, the only reason I did that was just to get these quickly. So, not a good idea. Let's just go ahead. Spoiler alert. Do not rush off to the mountain pass, okay? But getting those gloves again, you can get those gloves so quick by running there. You can get there easily without, much encounters and go straight there. And all it takes is the money. You got to have the money to get them, but they don't even really cost that much. Oh, boy. What a mess. What a mess. This completely locks out so many of the, again, locks him out of both Act 2 and 3. Locks him out of Act 3 as far as being an ally against the end boss. I was going to say spoiler alert, but, if you're watching this, this shouldn't be your first video you've watched regarding this game. Oh, boy. Well, let's see what Karlach has to say here.
Fucking hell. Damn it! No! How could we let this happen?
And the truth is, never trust a Githyanki. You see, Wyll was listening to Lae'zel. Lae'zel's the first companion you encounter on the Nautiloid. And Lae'zel is so insistent that getting to the Kresh, getting to the Zaith'isk is the only way to get rid of these tadpoles. So, Wyll, like a dumbass, knowing the Githyanki are evil, they're not good, trusted the Githyanki and went to the Kresh. And the Zaith'isk, well, it kills the infected. It does not cure them. And it's probably the Dream Visitor that destroyed the Zaith'isk before it killed Lae'zel. So, now Wyll is seeing the error of his ways. Anyway, I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry. We must have gotten caught in some crossfire. He must have gotten caught in some crossfire. These are dangerous times. He knew that. Okay. I don't know what happened. Well, I kind of do know what happened. I ran off to the mountain pass before dealing with the goblins, or the grove, or the druids who were. I knew they were going through the ritual.
God damn it! If we can't protect him, what the fuck is the point of us? Damon was good. He was kind to me. He deserved better than this.
Worried about your heart. He was our best shot for a fix.
I'll be fine. Or... I don't know. It doesn't matter. Good man is dead. I'll never forget what he did for me. Not ever. God damn it, Damon. Why did you have to go and die?
Oh, what a mess. +1 ring mail is shit armor. That very heavy great axe I sold to him. Now I got it back. This is why the ring mail. It's heavy armor, but it's only a 14 AC. The +1 takes it to 15. But then non-enchanted chainmail is a 16 armor class. You know, again, they're both heavy armor. So the ring mail is shit. It would have been nice if it was +1 chainmail, because that's what Lae'zel is wearing now as chainmail. So that would have been nice, but I mean, this is all just vendor trash. What a mess. What a mess.
Come on, let's go.
Now, I don't see mole anywhere. So yeah, the first thing I did when I got back from the mountain pass was kill the goblin leaders. Well, I did not know, again, when I went to the grove and saw that it was sealed. I did not know at that time what would happen to the tieflings. Well, now I know. Because after the goblin camp, I went down to the Underdark. So as I said, I'm just now getting back from the Underdark. Basically done everything in the Underdark before the like in the first area, like the Myconid colony and all that. Even the bullet, killed the bullet. Yep, there's those gloves I was talking about. I'm gonna give these to Shadowheart. Oh, come on, man. Thank you.
Indolence breeds madness.
I got too much shit.
There's no time to waste.
What a mess.
Defender of the people.
Now, you don't necessarily... Now, again, like I said, I've already been to the Underdark. Nothing really changed about the Underdark. Again, I haven't been across the raft yet. So, everything in the Underdark should be unaffected by going to the Mountain Pass. But you definitely need to finish everything in that first area before going into the Underdark. Like Joaquin's Rest, the Goblin Leaders, the Paladins of Tyr. I mean, those are the three, I guess, most definite things you should do before going to the Mountain Pass. And in order to level up and be able to handle all that, you pretty much need to do everything. Now, I have not killed the Matriarch yet. I've already been in here. I've already done all that. So here's the forge. Alright. First thing you need to do is combine the Susa bark. Here it is.
Excellent. All I need now is to place a dagger, sickle, or greatsword inside.
Alright, so dagger, sickle, or greatsword. I'm going to save it and show all three items. I already know which one I'm going to do. I always do the greatsword. But I'm just going to go ahead and show all three items. Because I do have all three items in my inventory. Alright, so the first thing we'll do is the sickle.
The roaring awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The sickle is yours for the taking.
Unique, a unique look. Wicked looking thing, actually. Alright, but let's compare it to a regular sickle, which I thought I had one. Oh, I must have already sold it. I did have one, but again, I've already sold it. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't really look like it 1d4 damage. That's the damage of just a regular sickle. 1d4 damage, but it's slashing. Versus a dagger is also... Did I sell all my daggers? Not have a... Okay, there we go. A dagger is also 1d4. Now, the difference between a dagger and the sickle is finesse. So a dagger is finesse, and you can throw it. So that finesse, that +4 is from my dexterity, adding my dexterity to it because it's finesse. So both a dagger and sickle are 1d4, but it's the dagger is piercing, the sickle is slashing. It's really the only difference. But the Susur part, like the enchanted one, basically is +1 and does silences target on hit. Being a slashing weapon, it has that ability to... Why is it not showing up here? There it is. So being a slashing weapon, it has the ability to lacerate, cause bleeding. Now let's do the dagger. All right. Oh, I don't have a dagger on him.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The dagger is yours for the taking.
Okay, so again, unique look. Now this compares the difference between now again, the sickle not being finesse means it falls under strength, not dexterity, which is why it's now showing a -1 because I have an 8 strength. The sickle is, however, light, so you can dual wield without the dual wield feat. You can dual wield either one of these weapons. But again, the dagger is finesse, so it will be dexterity instead of strength, unless strength is higher. Would be basically the higher of the two, dexterity or strength. The sickle, since it's not finesse, is strength, period. So that's the difference really between the two. One's slashing, the other one's piercing, and again, the dagger is finesse, the sickle is not. I do not believe I've used the dagger before and tried to throw it to apply the silence. I do not think it works when thrown. And it's not the only weapon that has a special ability like this. Which the other weapon is this one right here. That extra 2 to 12 damage against creatures that sport multiple sets of eyes. Well, I read a post that really the only thing this is effective against is a beholder or spectators. Well, I've always thrown it at them, and it's never applied that 2 to 12. So again, like when you throw a weapon like this, it doesn't, unless they fixed it in this last update or patch. It's not going to apply the special power when you throw it. So that brings me to the greatsword, which is the one I always do. Okay, now I can see using the dagger. I can't really see using the sickle. I mean, it's just. I mean, for these to only be the only 3 weapons that you can make this with is, to me, really silly. And like, why those 3 weapons, especially the sickle? The dagger I can see using with like a dual wielder, like using it in your offhand. I mean, I can see that, but the sickle, you know, there might be like a rare like class and build that you might, you know, say, well, I want the sickle. You know what I mean? Like, just not really. So I mean, the two-handed sword is the real one that I pretty much always do. Except in the playthrough where it destroyed the Susabart. He's fighting the damn hook horrors. And couldn't do it at all. But the two-handed sword, there's 2 companions. And this isn't even, you know, even without even being used for your main character, your main protagonist. Both Lae'zel and Karlach could use this two-handed sword. Well, because after first few playthroughs, when getting all these items after, you know, a few times of playing through the game, it's like, well, hold on now. There's this Ring of Flinging, adding 1d4 to throw and damage. And then these gloves, which you get in the Underdark, for getting the dudes, I think they're gnomes. Getting the gnome out of the Bivabang patch and returning him to his wife, who's the little merchant there in the Myconid colony. This is a reward for returning him. Deals additional 1d4 damage with throwing attacks. So there's 2 to 8 damage just from the add-on right there. And this, you purchase at the Goblin Camp. The merchant there outside. When you first cross over the bridge into the Goblin Camp. As soon as you cross the bridge, he's right there on the right. Little Goblin merchant sells this returning pike. This seems to be the way to go as far as, you know, the best damage. Because even though I've got the Everburn blade found on the Nautiloid from the commander, it does 9 to 22 damage. Well, it's not showing it because it's the rings and gloves that adds it when it's thrown. But when thrown, add another 2 to 8 to that, and we've got 10 to 25. So it definitely out damages the Everburn blade. For this is like my 10th, maybe even more than that playthrough. I've played through this game so many times, it's not even funny. And I platinumed it twice on 2 different account or profiles. I've only got the honor mode trophy once on this one. I failed on my on my other profile. I got all the way to the ritual, the power word kill ritual, on the way to where, what's her name? Orin. On the way to Orin and the way to the Netherbrain. It's kind of like a fork. You go one way to the Netherbrain, the other way to Orin. But there's a power word, a power word ritual spell being cast that affects the entire party. And I got party wiped by that spell because I wasn't paying attention to the turn counter. and literally got caught off guard with a party wipe once that spell was completed. So it was my own fault for not paying attention, because I mean, it tells you how many turns. I was not paying attention at all. So I've got videos posted for doing that on honor mode or just harder difficulties, ending that ritual quickly. But that ended my first honor mode run on my other profile, and the only reason I did not do it again on that profile. So it's the only trophy my other profile doesn't have. But this one, got them all. And so again, like, I played through this game at least 10 times. And so after the first couple of times, I caught on to this whole using Karlach to throw, because I always go barbarian. I always go berserker with her. As far as the specialization of barbarian, I always go berserker, which allows her the enraged throw, which will knock them prone if hit. So again, it's just, I mean, she's perfect as a berserker in throwing. And then again in Act 3, one of the most powerful weapons you can get is it's a trident. I think it's a trident. Again, it's a thrown weapon that returns when thrown and does area effect thunder damage when you throw it. It's the legendary item you get from the genie in the circus. Well, you don't get it from him, but there's kind of a trick to get it. Again, got that posted as far as getting that. So again, I use Karlach for thrown weapons. Thrown weapons uses strength, not dexterity, for your modifier. So I really don't need this two-handed sword for her. But considering I've kind of screwed the pooch with Lae'zel getting... I mean, right now I'm using the Sword of Justice, which was from the Paladins of Tyr. It's a good sword. It's just a +1 two-handed sword, but it can cast Tyr's Protection, which gives you a bonus of +2 AC, but it's concentration. And it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, like, the die rolls are not random. I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I got to say that, how many episodes I got to say it. The die rolls are not random. Constantly, my highest AC character is being attacked and hit. Like, a lot. So and if you're concentrating on a spell, you're like top priority for the AI to attack you. And even though you're the highest AC, guess what? They're rolling 16s, 17s, like back to back. So you're going to get hit, like, period. So it's like pointless even worrying about that Tyr's Protection. So it's still, they're both +1 swords. And this one provides the silence target on hit. So this sword definitely outweighs the Sword of Justice. And I mean, again, it's blue versus green. Again, it's definitely a much more valuable weapon, because I've got plenty of healing potions. Always throw your healing potions. Unless you're in combat and can drink it as a bonus action, that's different. But your companions can throw them at you. I guess what I meant to say is always throw healing potions to pick up somebody who's downed. Like, don't run over and pick them up, especially if it's somebody like like Karlach, for example, that gets 2 attacks. If enraged, gets 3 attacks. So you would definitely throw a healing potion with one of those attacks, still having your other 2, where if you run over and pick them up, normally, well, there goes your 2 normal attacks. You would still have your bonus action with Karlach and Rage, that is. But anyway, it's definitely throw your potions to pick up downed companions. And you can actually heal multiple characters if they're standing close together. I've posted videos several times showing throwing a healing potion on the ground with at least 3 people grouped up. It'll heal all 3 of them. Again, posted that many times. All right, so this is without a doubt the better or the most useful of the 3 items. The masterwork items. Again, the dagger I could see being used with like a dual wielder, and but again, it's just this. I make this in just about every playthrough because this is the most useful of the 3 items. So again, it's really weird that it limits to just those 3 items. And anyway, it is what it is. I spent enough time on this.
Oh,
I gotta get rid of.
blood.
Let's go ahead and just send this to camp.
A hero at heart.
Okay, so now that that is done, I'm not sure how much time I've got left. I've got 19 minutes. I've already cleared. The first, the 2 ettercaps and the 2 phase spiders. So what we have remaining are 2 phase spiders and the matriarch. And this is where the dark amethyst is to unlock the Necromancy of Thay tome. Alright, let's save it.
Time for a soft touch. Assume nothing. Into the shadows. Have to keep low.
Split everybody.
Keep it quiet.
Now I've already got all the trophies, but there is a trophy for killing the spider, the matriarch, before any of the eggs hatched. So I'm going to go over how to do that, hopefully, even though I've already got the trophy. But it's a good idea to do it regardless of the trophy, just because these little spiders can definitely make the encounter a little more difficult.
Can't afford any mistakes. Damn, it's good to be alive.
Alright, so I've got... Let's just split these. Give one to Lae'zel. Give one to Shadowheart. Give one to Karlach.
Attention.
Alright, now
Keeping low.
get everybody in position. Alright, definitely want to go into turn-based.
Light steps.
I should have put Karlach over here. So there's one group of eggs right here. Why am I encumbered?
Not a single act wasted.
Eggs.
Let's march.
Watching and waiting.
I need to concentrate.
On the prowl. Worth a try.
This is the one it's harder to get to without like stepping on the. Like I kind of just remembered, like I normally like put the boots on that allows you to walk across this. Normally would walk someone down here to throw at that one because this is too far away to get that group. So I kind of forgot that. Yeah, see, this is too far. I can't really get any closer. Oh, yeah, I did. How about that? Now, the other thing I could do... Alright, now, this is bullshit. Is... throw one of these suckers. It's still, like, acting fucking stupid. See, it's got her walking all the way down onto the web to even throw it. I guess because I'm behind the rock. Or it says it's too far. I'm calling bullshit on that. I wonder if I jump over here. Oh, still too far. What about this? I don't think. Alright, dude, this is bullshit, man. Like, that's as far as I can throw it without having to move over, without having to move further. I can throw it there, but yet I can't throw it there. How does that make any sense? Huh? How does it make any sense that I can't throw it here, but yet I can throw it there? Well, that's most of them anyway. Alright, so anyway, there's most of the eggs. I don't know that she'll hatch those, since there's only 2. But let's find out.
Where am I needed?
What a charmer.
Eager for battle. Need to keep focused. Off I go.
Sharp as ever.
Okay, so she did. Oh, wait, she went back to go get them. Well, I'm not worried about 2, and I'm not worried about those 2. And again, I already have the trophy. So again, normally what you would do is you would put the boots that keep you from. I don't have them on right now. You would put the boots on that allows you to walk across this without setting it off, and get lower down here. So you got one person to throw it at that one to get them all. And then another person standing back here to get these. And then another person over here to get those. So it's just those 3 patches in order to get that trophy. Again, it's posted before. So again, there's another video that's a little more successful. But again, I've already got the trophy, so it's no big deal. But as far as the combat goes, there's only 2 of these things. So it's not going to be that, you know, it's no big deal. Now, that thing came over here and then went back over there. So, let's see what I can do. Probably out of range, but Notice it is on the web. Bam, 38 damage and it's prone. And then went after Shadowheart, the one that's the least visible. The one that's standing so far away from everybody else, and it went after her. Probably because she's got the lowest AC. Actually, no. Lae'zel should have the lowest AC. What the hell is the armor class? 16,
No holding back.
18,
To strike.
16, 19. She's got the highest. Remember what I said earlier about the highest AC? But she's not even concentrating on anything. But highest AC still got hit. And she's poisoned now. Which that's a quick fix. That's a bonus action. I'm gonna cast Blast up. I'm gonna have to move over. I'm gonna cast Blast. That's the staff. There's my spell. I'll do a level 2 so I can get all 4 of us.
Let's go.
Alright. Well, might as well go ahead and take out this sucker right here. Rage.
My little trick.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man. Ugh. Ooh, killed it with 1 hit. Nice. Very good. Ooh, rolled a 9. Almost max damage there. +1 from the enchantment, +4 from strength, +4 from the ring, +4 from the bracers, +2 from what? No, the ring of acid. Damn, dude. So again, that's why I started using throwing weapons with Karlach. Much more effective. All right. Get her away from the edge, so they got to come up here, not spit from down there. Second highest AC, and he just got hit twice. Alright, Shadowheart, you want to get out of the way, please?
The blade will not bend.
Put him up.
Wow, she's going again?
Count on me.
Huh. Okay. Sure, why not?
Easy at.
Miss. 6. Dude, where are all the bonuses that somehow I had against the other one? You know, like... Oh, brother. Ooh, 19 damage. Ooh, nice.
Time to strike.
Alright, I'm not jumping out there on the web. I'm running out of time here. I could try to push. That's not going to work. Here, let me move over. See if that does anything. Nope.
No time to waste.
Boom, 44 damage because she fell from the web again. She only has 2 hit points left. Dude, whatever, man. Yeah, safe versus web. Like, what the hell? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Dead. Immune to simple toxin. I don't remember poisoning that. Okay. I don't know where that toxin thing came from. I don't. It's just a normal heavy crossbow. I don't have any poison on it. Anyway, whatever. All right.
Concentrate.
Let me get her out of the way since she's got bless going. I'm just gonna stick them down there.
Coming through.
Look at that. Look how it... Oh, and did I just have to save against web right here? Like, seriously? And look. You see how it ran up to the side here where I couldn't get to it? Oh, brother.
Ready for another round? Incoming.
You know, for dumb creatures, they sure have pretty heightened intelligence. Now, it wasn't until, like, recently, like a few playthroughs ago, or a couple playthroughs ago, Poisoner's Robe,
There's
that
something hiding in that deep unknown. Get behind me.
I realized, oh, well, there's... I always wondered, like, why there's a waypoint right here. Like, that's a really strange place for a waypoint. But the thing is, like, I didn't know until just like just a recent playthrough. Like I said, I played through this game like 10 times. And it was just a couple of playthroughs ago that I realized you can jump down this hole. Now, if you do so without Featherfall, you're gonna die. But there's this part in the Underdark where there's a bunch of skeletons on the ground. And it's right above this hole. This is where if you jump down this hole, that's where you come out. Where all them skeletons are. Alright, so now I've got the Dark Amethyst for the Necromancy of Thay. I'm not going to put it on because there could be some disapproval, probably more specifically with Karlach. I don't know that anybody else disapproves, but Karlach might disapprove if you do it around her. So anyway, thanks for watching, like, and subscribe. See you next time.